You will hear a lot of talk about model railroading that sounds like this. The hobby just isn't what it used to be. Model railroading is a dying hobby. Man, that's depressing. And incorrect. Today on the 100th episode of Coffee and Trains, I'm going to talk about what I am seeing as the future of the hobby. Hey everybody, my name's Jimmy. Welcome to Coffee and Trains. Today I am drinking some Tim Hortons out of my new Newton Depot cup, a really cool place just off of I-40 in North Carolina in the towns of Newton and Conover. Definitely check it out if you're ever in the area. And if you want to have your coffee featured like I'm talking about right here, like these guys right here, go ahead and put that in the comments below. Cheers, guys. Now, I want to be clear that these are only my predictions based on my observations. There is literally no way that I can know what is coming for the future of the hobby. Let's get to this. The first thing that I'm seeing in the hobby is more innovation on the electronic side coming. If you look at the hobby over the past 50 years, we have gone from a somewhat detailed models with simple forward and reverse controls with some lighting to highly complex, highly detailed models that have features such as all sorts of custom lighting that you can do, detailed sound effects, realistic momentum controls, and much more. This has also opened the door for more tiers of model pricing levels. It used to be that if you wanted a model and it only came at one detail level, you had to save up for it. Yes, there were more unassembled kits that were at a lower price, but the pricing variance we get today for different features makes the hobby more accessible. A great example of this is how Kato structures their locomotive pricing. Kato, believe it or not, actually has 3 different levels for their locomotives that they do. So let's look at this locomotive. I can find it DCC ready for about $90, which means that all it needs is a drop-in decoder and it's ready to go. Now, if I don't want to worry about putting in my own decoder and spend a little bit more money, I can get it DCC equipped for around $150. And then, if I want it DCC and sound equipped, that goes for north of $200. Now, these models all have the same level of detail and basic mechanisms, including lighting. The only difference is the electronics. This makes model railroading actually more accessible when you consider that $90 in 2022 is equal to about $12 in 1970, and the models have about the same functionality when inflation is calculated in. DCC has given manufacturers a different feature to structure their prices around and additional features such as Bluetooth, and who knows what else will add even more flexibility for these feature tiers in their pricing. The next thing that I see coming that is not going away, and I don't think you're going to be the happiest about this, but I don't see pre-orders going anywhere anytime soon. The bottom line is this model is working for manufacturers, and that is ultimately a good thing for model railroading. As long as companies can keep growing and be profitable, then the hobby can continue to be supported by companies. I know that pre-orders can be annoying. I have 3 locomotives on pre-orders right now, but at least there are trains to be had. Next is on the scratch building side. 3D printing has already made a huge impact on the hobby. Many people, myself included, already use 3D printers to heavily customize their layout, and this is only going to continue. The big thing that I see coming is digital models increasing in availability and maybe even being sold by different designers so that you can print yourself. A lot of other hobbies have this already. Maybe I should do that. The hobby has always had a DIY element to it, but the advent of new affordable technology and the knowledge available thanks to the internet, there's going to be a golden age of model railroad DIY projects upon us. Like everything else, model railroading has changed a lot since its beginnings, and there is a lot to look forward to, like the Kato Big Boy that's coming out. But that might just be me. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for hanging around and having coffee with me over the past 100 episodes. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, drink some coffee, and happy railroading.